Hey guys, Brandon Johnson here again, and thanks for joining me. Today we're looking at Billy in the Low Ground. This is a remake of one of the first lessons I ever recorded. I think it was actually the first lesson that I ever did. And I wanted to redo it and just make it better. There's a couple different ways to play this song, and every picker out there kind of has their own way of playing it. You know, Doc Watson likes to play it in the key of D, so out of capo 2. But this lesson is actually with no capo in the key of C. So we're just playing it out of the open C position. And this is one of those songs where you can really build up your speed and play this blazing fast. So I hope you enjoy this one, and let's check it out. Okay, let's check out Billy in the Low Ground. So this song is in the key of C, and we're playing out of the C major scale. And you can see there at the beginning of the first measure we have a pickup measure. And we're playing two notes in that pickup measure, and it's just an open A and a second fret A. And I like to play the downstroke on the open A, and then the upstroke on the second fret A. And then that's going to lead us into the third fret A, which is the beginning of our C chord. So we're playing out of the C major chord position. When I'm playing this song, I like to anchor my index finger on that first fret B string, which is part of the C major chord. And the reason I like to anchor that there is because it kind of gives me a bass to play around, so that I can actually kind of hold the C major chord, and I can kind of anchor it down with my index finger on the first fret B string. Okay, and right after that first fret B, that very first fret B that you see, there's a 16th note rest, and then we play another first fret B on the downstroke, and that kind of starts the second half of the first measure. You can see that second fret D, I'm playing that on an upstroke. Okay, let's play measure number 1, start to finish. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. One, two, 3, 4. Okay, and that brings us into measure number 2. So looking at measure number 2 now, we're playing over an A minor chord. So all of the first measure we're playing over C, and then the second measure we're playing over A minor. And we're starting this out with a hammer-on from the open G to the second fret G on a downstroke. Then there's a 16th note rest there. There's a 16th note gap. It's not really a rest because you're kind of letting the note ring out. And then you're playing an upstroke on the 1st fret B, and then back down to the 2nd fret G. So you can see right here what I'm kind of doing is I'm just riffing on the 2nd fret with my middle finger. And we're going between the G string and the D string. So we're going hammer on the G, upstroke on the B, 1st fret, and then we're just playing on that 2nd fret to open with the middle finger. Okay, let's play all of measure number 2, start to finish. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. All right, let's take a look at measures 1 and 2, start to finish. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. Okay, and that brings us into measure number 3. Okay, looking at measure number 3 now. Measure number 3 is identical to measure number 1. And you can actually play that with the pickup or without the pickup, coming out of measure number 2. So. And then going into measure number 4, we have the A minor again. And in measure number 4, we're going to be playing something that's kind of similar to what we're playing in measure number 2 in how it begins. So we're starting with the hammer on the G string, so it's open G to 2nd fret G. And right here, instead of going open D, right, instead of playing the open D like we did in measure number 2, we're going to go down to the 1st fret D, and we're going to play kind of what would be considered to be kind of like a bluesy little bluegrass lick or a half step. And we're landing on that 3rd fret A string, which will put us in position in the C position, which is what we're playing out of. Okay, let's play measure number 4, start to finish. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's play measures 3 and 4 all the way through. Remember, measure number 3 is the same as measure number 1, and measure number 4 starts kind of similar to measure number 2, but then we play that kind of that bluesy bluegrass lick in the key of C. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. And that brings us into measure number 5. Okay, looking at measure number 5 now. Measure number 5 is really a turnaround measure. Most fiddle tunes have a 4-bar structure, a 4-bar or an 8-bar structure, and this one actually has a 5-bar structure. So there's 5 measures in part A and 5 measures in part B. And this 5th measure, the G to the C chord, is kind of considered a turnaround. And I got this turnaround lick from the Chris Thiele and Michael Davies version, the Tiny Desk concert where they're playing Billy in the Low Ground. And basically what they're doing here is they're doing kind of a Norman Blake style chromatic run, starting on the low E string 3rd fret on a downstroke. And then we're going to open E, to 1st fret E, to 2nd fret, to 3rd fret. And then we're following that same pattern on the A string. We're starting with an open A, to 1st fret, to 2nd fret, to 3rd fret. This is all alternating picking, so you're going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's kind of a fun little turnaround lick to play, once you get the speed up on it. It's really fun to play that fast, too. You're kind of ending on that C chord. You can see how that last note, that 3rd fret A, you're playing that with your ring finger so that you can get into that C position. Okay, let's play measure number 5, start to finish. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. Okay, let's take a look at the entire first part, the entire A part, measures 1 through 5, start to finish. And remember, we're starting with this pickup measure before the first measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. 2, 3, 4.